There is a hobby that can help you learn to operate a model railroad more than any other. And I guarantee you there's quite a few of you that already do it because it goes so well with model railroading, it might as well just be a part of the same hobby. That hobby is rail fanning. Rail fanning is a fantastic resource for model railroaders who want to learn how to operate their model railroad with all the resources at our fingertips. Model railroading and rail fanning are two hobbies that just go together so well. Hey everybody, my name's Jimmy. Welcome to Coffee and a Trains. Drinking some Caribou coffee today out of my new coffee mug. I really like it. It's got all of these logos on it. I don't want to speak about coffee, but it's got all of these logos from different road names and stuff like that. So just really, really cool. If you want to tell me what kind of coffee you are drinking and have it featured just like these guys right here, you can do that in the comments below. And who knows, you might see your comment on an episode of Coffee and Trains. Cheers, guys. This is really not shocking information to most of you. If you love trains, you probably love real trains as much as model trains. I know I do. And if for some reason you don't believe me, the best evidence to this argument is that ScaleTree has an ownership stake in Virtual Railfan, which is the largest network of rail fanning cameras out there. It's so extensive that severe weather streamers on YouTube often use them to see what's going on in various areas where there may be a tornado warning. Rail fanning can break down into two main reasons that they're helpful to modelers. The first is to see how trains look, and the second is to see how trains operate. Seeing how trains are put together is crucial to realistic operations. You can see how locomotives are grouped into consists, how cars are placed in a train. You can also see how trains look for things such as weathering. It's also great to see those various types of rolling stock and where it is from. You can see all sorts of cars while rail fanning. This is how I knew that I could use cars from many different railroads for my auto carrier train. I saw a Union Pacific, an old Santa Fe, and even a Norfolk and Western car. This can help you when purchasing your rolling stock for your fleet. You can also look for what is beside the rails, like boxes, crossings, bridges, platforms. Now, for seeing how trains operate, this can be helpful, not only for how trains move, but for what engines are doing the moving. A great example of this is that I needed to see if I could find any SD60s doing road switching for Norfolk Southern, and sure enough, I was able to find a video of just that thanks to a rail fanner. You can also find things like how an industry is switched and what engines do at signals, including waiting for a meet. Basically, watching trains operate can help you operate your model railroad in a more prototypical fashion if that's what you want to do. So, how do you rail fan? Well, first of all, you can simply just go out to some tracks near you. Just make sure you're not trespassing. Most of the time, it's pretty easy to find crossings and sidewalks with great views. Make sure you're being safe when you rail fan. Do not walk on the tracks or do anything that would put you into contact with the train. Trains are big, heavy, fast-moving machines, and you're risking injury or worse when you don't take the power of trains seriously. Now, it's always fun to find a busy industry or industrial area you can watch, but a good section of well-used main line will always be fun. You may want to consider purchasing a radio so that you can listen into crews and hear what they are doing, which will give you more insight into how they operate. As always, it's good to have a camera. Your phone will usually do just fine because phone cameras are pretty good. If you have one already or have the money to spend, a drone can help you look further and get a different angle. Just make sure you aren't violating any government safety guidelines for your area. Now, let's say you don't live near accessible railroad tracks, or you want to model something that isn't near you. There is the internet, specifically social media and YouTube. Two of my favorites are CoasterFan 2015 and Delay and Block Productions. They do a terrific job of showing and explaining various railroading sites. There are tons of them as well, big and small. There's also various Facebook groups and forums that share photos of different trains. These are invaluable resources for model railroading, and through the eyes of these rail fans, you can see how a train or an area looks and use that in your modeling. I love watching rail fanning videos and seeing trains in the real world. Today I got to see a load of covered hoppers crossing a railroad bridge on my way home from my day job. Rail fanning is just one of the many hobbies that can not only be involved in model railroading, but can be essential in learning how to operate your railroad better. Before we go, though, I want to check out these model railroad businesses. ScaleTree.com. ScaleTree.com makes hero and forest trees for HO and N-Scale. They also do custom trees for custom orders. Check them out at ScaleTree.com. Trains in the Valley. Trains in the Valley is a model train shop located in Pennsylvania. They sell new and used model trains with a mission to make trains accessible to everyone. You can check them out at trainsinthevalley.com, link in the description. Model Railway Backshop is a great place if you're looking for a quality paint job for your old or new brass model locomotive. And if you're looking to get that brass model weathered, you can get that done too. Plus DCC and sound upgrades. And right now you can get 10% off any brass model painting and weathering job by using the promo code NMRA10. Check them out at modelrailwaybackshop.com. Penguin 3D Workshop offers 3D prints and electronics for model railroading, specializing in hard or impossible to find train parts, and they also offer custom designing and printing. Use promo code DDRR5OFF to get 5% off your order. Check them out at penguin3dworkshop.com. If you railfan or have some great resources for railfanning, leave that in the comments below. A reminder that my auto moderator will hold any links that you post for review, so just leave the names of YouTube channels and social pages. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'm Jimmy from the DIY and Digital. Stay safe, be kind, drink some coffee, and happy railroading.